Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, located in the Space Coast of Florida, near the cities of Cocoa and Titusville. It's a beautiful attraction, which looks like a theme park, and it has special kind of discovery and innovation. And also, it almost looks like Epcot, and it has some kind of space equipment and space history. For more than 50 years, Apollo 11 has been landed on the moon. And to help commemorate this 50 years, the Apollo Saturn V rocket was there. If you would like to see Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, visit our sister business channel at Keep Moving Forward Films on YouTube. You can explore travel adventures on that channel. And now here's this next movie review that it's about a young boy who wears a space helmet.
Oh boy, I'm glad you all enjoyed Kennedy Space Center. It's a place where astronauts flew into the moon and soon to Mars, and even doing space shuttle work at the space station. Wow. If you love outer space, then you're gonna love this 2017 film where critics gave it a positive reviews about a 10-year-old boy named Augie Pullman. So, here we go. Hi-ho, everybody! Agent Mike here, and welcome to another movie review here at Agent Mike's Movie TV Show Revewer. Oh boy, I'm in Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Central Florida, that is, east of Orlando. And boy, as you all know, that Kennedy Space Center is one of the best Florida attractions in the world. It is the best. And what I'm here for today is to review this 2017 film requested by one of my fans, Lee Fenton Treadwell. And that is Wonder! Like I said earlier, it's about a 10-year-old boy named Augie Pullman who goes into 5th grade at the academy so his mother won't homeschool him. Oh boy, do you know that some kids who have a disability is trying to be fully mainstreamed and getting along with peers and other people? Well, it's a social function. So of course this movie Wonder is no exception. So, without any further ado, here's my movie review about Wonder. Take it away!
Augie Pullman is a 10-year-old boy living in a brownstone in Brooklyn, New York, with his mother Isabel, father Nate, older sister Olivia, or Via for short, and his dog Daisy. Augie has an astronaut helmet that he always wore. And boy, he loves going into outer space, as he imagined. He was born with a rare medical facial deformity, which he refers to as mandibulofacial dysostosis, and has undergone 27 different surgeries as a result.
Wow! Augie wears a space helmet. Reminds me of an astronaut going into outer space.
As 5th grade approaches, Augie's mother enrolled him in Beecher Prep, where he meets the principal, whose name is Mr. Tushman, and arranges a tour with 3 other students, Jack Will, Julian Albans, and Charlotte Cody.
Did you know when you visited your new school, you have to get to know the place, get to know the classmates, get to know the teachers, and get to know the administrators, and get to know everything you see around them.
The movie Wonder is based from the best-selling book by R.J. Palacio of the same name. You should check out this book. As they toured the school, Augie felt more adjusted, as he would know where his homeroom class is, where the school cafeteria is, and where would he go every day. They also showed Augie the science room, which of course Augie is really interested in science. And wow, there are so many science equipment that Augie really likes, as Jack, Julian, and Charlotte showed him everything that Augie needs to know about. When the tour of Beecher Prep Academy has ended, they celebrate a family dinner for Augie to enter his 5th grade year at Beecher Prep, and celebrating of upcoming excitements ahead. On Augie's first day of school, Augie's helmet was taken off by his parents Isabel and Nate. Augie will try to fit in with the student body at Beecher Prep. And wow, in his dream, when he dressed as an astronaut, his student body was greeted warmly and excitingly, just like the real thing. Of course, on the first day of school, Augie is initially ostracized by nearly the entire student body. It's all because of his face and his condition, and of course, he tries to get along, but ultimately, it failed a bit to him. So that he was introduced to the class, and he tries to be friends. But of course, it was nearly ostracized as mentioned. Not only does Augie has to make changes with his looks, but his family members, his father, mother, and sister, convince him to try it again, and this time to let Augie to be himself. Of course, it is important to be yourself and be strong no matter what happens, just like in real life. On the first day of school, when you try to adjust, you should try it each and every day, and then you'll make friends with somebody that you want.
Next, here's Via, Augie's big sister.
We'll get back to Augie in a moment, but first on Via's side, after Augie's older sister Via says goodbye to his little brother, Via heads into her high school and meets with her friend Miranda, which of course they discuss things on how to achieve well in the upcoming performance in the theater school.
Oh, wow!
She's in high school, interest to theater.
To me, I really have the influence of the theater.
Via meets a friend named Justin, who began a romantic relationship with each other. Justin convinces Via to sign up for an upcoming performance.
Justin and Via. Ooh, a perfect pair.
Via enters a room where they practice doing theater work and how to apply makeup and wear costumes. Back at Augie's story, Augie and his classmates were in to present a class photo. And of course, Augie tries to adjust getting involved and tries his luck on making friends. He even meets with Boba Fett from Star Wars in his dream.
How did that Star Wars character ended up in Wonder? Who knows?
Did I say dream? I meant Augie's imagination, meeting Boba Fett. And during Pop Quiz, Augie tries to share with Jack. And he started to be friends with Jack as they develop a friendship. I'm so glad that Augie made his new friend that he first met on the tour day. And they're getting along each other well.
Oh boy, Augie is making a new friend named Jack who wants to be friendly and who wants to work things out together.
Things are going great for Augie and Jack as they love to talk to each other during lunch. And wow, Augie had made his first friend and was able to get along with Jack very well. Augie's mother happily accepts that he and Jack invited to Augie's house to play, such as lightsaber sword fighting. They pretend, like in a Star Wars film, and also they continue to talk to each other day after day after day. And they love to play in the playground together. It is so much fun for both Augie and Jack. For Halloween, Augie dresses in a ghost face mask and cloak when Daisy ruins the Boba Fett costume he was planning to wear. As he enters his homeroom, Jack does not recognize him and makes friends with Julian instead. So Augie's sister Via agrees to go trick-or-treating with her as she has been rejected by her own former best friend Miranda. Meanwhile, back at Via's high school, Via tries to do the leading role part for the show Our Town. After all, Via tries what she could have done the very best. Back at Augie's side, as Augie enters homeroom as previously mentioned, his friends does not recognize him since Halloween. Jack tries to cope and tries to reconcile with Augie. After all, that he has to put things aside and wait till the right time. And that's what he does. Eventually, Augie makes a new friend whose name is Summer, as she's a girl. And Summer explains to Jack why Augie wasn't with Jack, and she gives a clue of Ghostface as mentioned in Halloween. Meanwhile, Miranda won the part as a leading role in Our Town, as Via wants her part as an understudy for Miranda, and she and Justin happily agrees that she is able to do things well. Augie, of course, tries to come up with a plan how can he reconcile with Jack and how he thinks about doing a science project with him together.
Other cool things about the movie?
Some other coolest things about this movie is occasions like the holidays, as Augie receives a space helmet in Christmas time, and during the New Year's Eve party, Via and Miranda celebrate New Year's in style. And of course, Via and Justin shared their first New Year's Eve kiss as they ring in the new year and celebrating well. And of course, New York City and Brooklyn, that's the setting of the film Wonder. It is the coolest thing. Augie's mother wrote a story about it. Suddenly, when Jack talks to Summer, as previously mentioned, Jack had a confrontation with Julian and put up a fight with Julian. Why Julian bullied Jack, and so that Mr. Tushman suspends Jack for 2 days after Jack wrote an apology to Mr. Tushman about his actions of what he did to Julian.
Uh-oh! At schools and colleges and universities, there's no fighting. Hitting someone is wrong. You know that by now.
As Augie is getting ready for the science fair, he goes to the laptop and plays Minecraft and has a little chat with Jack and explaining how he likes the Minecraft town. And Jack likes his as well.
Hey, looks like Augie and Jack is playing Minecraft together online. And they're talking to each other, just like friends do.
After Jack and Augie looked at each other's Minecraft towns, Jack apologizes to Augie, and Augie apologizes to him back, and promises that they will do well in their science fair project, and they can be friends again. And so that Augie and Jack are able to reconcile with each other and share their thoughts and feelings with them for their upcoming science fair project.
Oh wow, I love how Augie and Jack reconnect with each other and agrees to work together in a science fair.
Miranda, whose divorced parents are not there to support her, pretends to be ill after learning Via's family is attending. Via takes her place in a leading role and gives a moving performance that earns her standing ovation. Wow! It is so awesome that someone, like an understudy, takes the leading role's place. And she receives a standing ovation from her family and the rest of the audience, and then Via and Miranda reconcile with each other, just like Augie and Jack reconciled as mentioned.
That was a lovely show, Our Town. It's so beautiful. Via, you're the greatest.
The family throws in a dinner party for Via and her friends, celebrating of a successful performance of Our Town. And boy, it is so much fun. Meanwhile, at the science fair, Augie and Jack are displaying a project to see through things, and they both won first place. And Augie and Jack happily celebrate that their science project is way better than the volcano one, which could have won first place in the science project in reality. Boy, that volcano project is wonky in this film. The following day, Julian gives Augie a hate note, which he is about to embarrass Augie.
Oh wow! Augie really stood up for himself in showing his homeroom teacher about what Justin did.
Augie continues to be harassed by Julian and his friends until Mr. Brown, the homeroom teacher, gets a wind of what's going on. Mr. Tushman confronts Julian and his parents with the evidence, including numerous hate notes and a class picture with Augie Photoshop out. Tushman suspends Julian for 2 days, causing him to miss an upcoming nature retreat. And at the nature retreat, Augie, Jack, and his friends are having a good time. And they chat with each other, and they love to have fun in the nature retreat during the weekend.
Oh boy, a nature retreat. It's a perfect place, just like the national park. And the wildlife refuge as well. Well, with that out of the way, Augie and his friends are on a nature retreat for the weekend. And they're having a good time.
At the nature retreat, Augie and Jack are threatened by a trio of 7th graders from another school. As Jack and Augie tried their self-defense moves to teach the 7th graders a lesson not to be bullied. But of course, when they tried doing a self-defense move, that didn't work upon it. Suddenly, Julian's former friends came to Augie and Jack's rescue and teaches the 7th graders a lesson. That really worked. And of course, that Augie and Jack able to stand up for themselves, and then Augie then becomes more accepted by his classmates, and they finally saw the sunset together as they are looking forward to an upcoming 5th grade graduation at Beecher Prep. Boy, that nature retreat is so much fun. I wish they could do it again on a summer vacation. Augie reunites with his parents and tells the whole story about what happened. At the year-end graduation ceremony, Augie receives the Henry Ward Beecher Medal for standing out among his classmates and receives a standing ovation from his family, his friends, and the rest of the people there.
You're the best, dude.
Augie's mother tells Augie that he really is a wonder, and a wonder to each and every one of his friends, his family, and all the rest. Augie felt very proud. And so we end this review for Augie, who is really a wonder. The ending credits to this movie was so awesome that was depicted the scenes from the book and its animation style. Wonder is an awesome live-action film, perfect for anyone who wants to be part of the wonder in them.
Hooray! Augie finally received an award, and his classmates really loved him, and he had some friends that he knew, like Jack and Summer. So in my final thoughts for Wonder, this movie received critical acclaim from the critics, and to me, when I watched it for the first time, it's truly a blessing. My heart takes me wherever I want to go. And my heart to this movie is truly amazing to what Lionsgate could do. And of course, this movie displays positive messages. Whenever we welcome a new student, we have to welcome them back and to make them feel welcomed whenever they are. And of course, this movie will teach them how to accept someone what is different no matter he or she is, and no matter who they are, we will feel them welcome as we can. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give this movie 8.5. Yes, it is. This movie is a must-see. Thank you all for watching this movie review. Don't forget, I am always here. And thank you again, Lee Fenton Treadwell, for your request. Remember, if you got any questions, comments, or requests, just send me email here at agentmikemtr@gmail.com, and I will be happy to respond to you back. More further information will be detailed in the end tag. So now, this is Agent Mike, wishing you to feel welcome, and I will be seeing you in the movies and TV shows. Bye for now! Hey all you Agent Mike's fans! Thank you for watching this movie review. If you would like to become a fan, visit facebook.com/DragonAgentProductions and even view my videos there and to find out what's coming up. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/DragonAgentProd1 and let me know. I will be happy to respond to your question, comment, or request. And you can leave a message on my blog at agentmikehub1.tumblr.com. This way, I'm happy to read your messages that you sent me. So this is Agent Mike, and I'll be seeing you in the movies, TV shows, and so much more. And blast off into outer space. See you next time!